How do planets form? Well, that depends on the type of planet. In our solar system, we have 3 categories of planets. There's the terrestrial planets, Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars, and then 2 types of giant planets, the gas giants, Jupiter and Saturn, and the ice giants, Uranus and Neptune. What is common for all planets is that they form from the material that is left over after a star is born. This leftover material spins in a disk around the newborn star, and planets start to form in this disk. In the disk, there are tiny specks of dust that collide, and they start to grow into larger and larger objects. Now, these objects grow into the building blocks for planets. This is something that we call planetesimals. The terrestrial planets formed too close to the sun to form water ice. So how did we get our water? Well, we blame the giant planets for that. There are 2 types of giant planets. The gas giants, they formed from rocks and ice and grew large enough that they collected a huge amount of gas that was surrounding the planet, and they are mostly now made up of hydrogen and helium. And then there's the ice giants, which we don't really understand how they formed. We think they formed like the gas giants, but for some reason they didn't collect as much hydrogen and helium as the gas giants did. Now, the 4 giant planets didn't form where they're currently located, and it's possible that Uranus and Neptune even traded places. When the giant planets started moving around, there were a bunch of leftover planetesimals that have a lot of ice or water. This ended up scattering the planetesimals out to the Kuiper belt and the Oort cloud and inward, smashing into the terrestrial planets, which is why Earth has so much water.